Hi, welcome to episode 8. Today we are going to talk about metabolic syndrome. What is metabolic syndrome and why is it talked about so much in relation to obesity? So, there are some things that I want to get clear before we delve deep into it. Metabolic syndrome is not something that is associated only with people with obesity. Yes, approximately 70% or 7 out of 10 people with obesity will have metabolic syndrome. However, even with people with normal weight, approximately 4 out of 10 will develop symptoms of metabolic syndrome. So, this is not a disease or this is not a syndrome that is limited to people with obesity. When we talk about obesity related illnesses, these can be divided in two parts. One is illnesses due to mechanical stress, for example, osteoarthritis, and the other are metabolic syndrome, which are correlated with obesity because the pathophysiology or the process behind development of obesity as well as development of metabolic syndrome in the form of insulin resistance, high cholesterol, etc., stays the same. And what is that process? Imagine having too much oxygen in your environment. We all know that having too much oxygen can be toxic. However, the same oxygen is needed to sustain life. Too much of anything is bad. It's a double edged sword. We talk about taking antioxidants. At the same time, we say that oxygen is essential for life, and we also talk about having antioxidants to keep us in a healthy shape. Why? Because there is a fine balance, there is a double edged sword that needs to be balanced very delicately to process the life and the life processes, to balance the life processes that go into a healthy living. Same way, when there is a chronic excess of nutrients, these nutrients are metabolized by our cells, and the byproduct of that metabolism are numerous different kinds of molecules, a lot of which are toxic to the cells of our body. And what do? The sentinel event is insulin resistance, which later develops into diabetes. That is usually the first thing to happen, and from there, the diseases that develop maybe diabetes, maybe dyslipidemia or high cholesterol, high triglycerides, maybe non alcoholic fatty liver disease, and so on and so forth. So, this is important to understand that metabolic syndrome is not just an obesity related illness but is an illness of chronic nutrient excess. And why do people with normal weight develop metabolic syndrome? Because if there is no nutrient access, they should not be fat. However, as it happens, you must have heard of sarcopenic obesity or people who are fat thin or thin fat. These people are normal weight, they look like they are lean. However, the fat in the skin, or rather the fat under the skin, does not matter as much as the fat which is in and around our organs, inside our abdomen. That is the fat that is metabolically active, that is the fat that is directly detrimental to our metabolism. So, although these people may look thin, they may have a high visceral fat or high fat inside the abdomen, which contributes to this metabolic syndrome. If you want to know more about it, in episode 9, we are doing a full on deep dive into this metabolic syndrome, and stay tuned for the same.